Once upon a time, in the heart of a small African village, there lived a young beautiful woman named Chidimma. She was a beautiful, energetic and intelligent young woman that every man in Umuchu wished to marry her as a wife. Along the line, a captivating and energetic young man from the Udo's family by name Chidimma, who was a successful businessman, got to know her before any other young man from the community. Chidimma, as beautiful as ever, was the dream of every young man in Umuchu. Her beauty, intelligence, her humbleness. As time passed, Chidimma and Chidimma took their relationship to the next level as they set to get married in a grand style. Unknown to Chidimma, her sisters-in-law to-be didn't like her because she carries attention and grace. The village of Umuchu was alive with music and celebration as Chidimma married Chidimma. The eldest son of the influential Udo's family. Chidimma was a beautiful, quiet, loving and kind-hearted young woman, loved by everyone, while Chidimma, a man of imposing stature and charm, has won her heart with promise of love and security. Chidimma's sisters, Chika and Nneka, exchanged knowing glances. They resented Chidimma's beauty and quiet grace, fearing she would outshine them in the family. They saw Chidimma not as a sister, but as a threat to their influence over Chidimma. Chidimma's happiness was short-lived. Shortly after the wedding, her dreams of a loving and happy marriage quickly unfolded. Her husband Chidimma's true nature emerged, and he transformed into a distant and harsh husband. He becomes so controlling and emotionally distant, snapping at her over little matters. He often abused her, which gives his sister Chika and Nneka the privilege to maltreat Chidimma. As they pleased, they waste no time in treating her like a servant, making her to cook, clean, and tend to their every needs, mocking her at every glance. One day, Chidimma overheard a conversation. "She thinks she's special because Chidimma married her," Chika hissed. "We'll show her who really runs this house." Chidimma's heart sank, but she resolved to endure, hoping that one day her husband Chidimma would defend her, but he didn't. One evening, while Chidimma was serving her husband dinner, she mistakenly stepped on something, and the plate of food slipped out of her hands. Immediately Chidimma, her husband, shouted at her for not being careful. Chika and Nneka started laughing and mocking her. "Is this what you call food? No wonder Chidimma barely looks at you." Chidimma remained silent, his eyes fixed on the food on the floor. Over time, Chidimma's verbal abuse escalated. He frequently accused Chidimma of being ungrateful and lazy, echoing his sister's lies. One evening, after a long day of work, Chidimma tried to talk to her husband. "Can we talk? I'm struggling here." He cut her off sharply. "You should be grateful you're even here. If you can't handle it, leave." The breaking point came during a family gathering. Chidimma, under the influence of his sisters, accused his wife Chidimma of bringing bad luck to the family and instructed her to pack your things and leave. He screamed one night, his eyes cold and unfeeling. With tears streaming down her face, humiliated and broken, Chidimma gathered her children and left. The villagers whispered as she walked through the rain, her heart shattered. Chidimma returned to her late mother's humble home. Days were tough, but she worked tirelessly, determined to give her children a better life. One day, while selling handmade crafts and fabric at the village market square, she met Abena, a kind-hearted and successful businessman who came to the market to purchase some food items. Along the line, Abena saw her at first and admired her. He walked up to her and collected her contact. Chidimma found peace of mind in her late mother's small hut. Life was hard, but she was determined to provide for her children. Abena, a kind-hearted businessman, with a warm smile and gentle eyes, was captivated by Chidimma's strength and resilience. As months passed, Abena became so supportive to Chidimma. He always encouraged her to expand her small handcraft and fabric business. Slowly her life began to change. Abena's kindness melted Chidimma's guarded heart. He proposed to her, promising to cherish her and the children. Their wedding was simple, but filled with genuine love and joy. Years later, Chidimma business flourished, and she became a well-respected figure in the community. Her children thrived under Abana's loving care. Over time, Chidimma realized Abana's love was genuine. He took care of her and the children. Everyone in the village admires the couple's love, respect and affection towards each other's. With Abana's support, Chidimma was able to expand her business, and soon she became a prominent figure in the village. Together, they built a life of happiness and stability. Years later, Chidimma and his sisters arrived at Chidimma's home, now a grand estate. Life had been unkind to them. Chidimma's business failed. He came to ask for forgiveness from Chidimma. Chidimma, ever gracious, offered them help but made it clear she had moved on. "I've forgiven you," she said, "but life has taught me my worth. I won't allow you back into my life." Chidimma used her success to create a foundation for women who had faced abuse, providing them with resources and hope. Her story became an inspiration, reminding everyone that strength and love could transform even the darkest of lives. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.